What's going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today I thought we would kind of review and go over both the Year 3 celebration and the Year 4 celebration, kind of compare them, kind of give my own personal opinions as well about what I personally liked and what I think did it better, I guess. I'm not going to go into Year 2 or Year 1 because, honestly, I don't really remember most of that stuff, and that was, again, 2-3 years ago. But then also I want to kind of talk about, or actually at first I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What celebrations did you personally like better? Was it simply based on the luck that you had on the polls? Was it based on the other things? Let me know your thoughts down below. And of course you can go and start to that right now, but again, I'll ask you halfway through the video. And then I want to talk about what's coming next, because with the way that the schedule is going with the Year 3 celebration, which is about to end here on the 5th of March, that is already past the time that we would expect a new Dokkan Fest banner. So a lot of, there's some things that we have to speculate. It's like, are we going to be getting this in a couple of weeks? Or are we going to be getting this not until like April technically, or technically it's like end of March, but nonetheless. So anyway, yeah, let's just go through everything. I also got some gameplay in the background. I'll be putting photos up on the sides and everything to indicate what I'm talking about. If you guys don't remember certain things that happened, I know Year 4 is pretty fresh in a lot of people's minds, but again, Year 3 was over a year ago, so. Anyway, so let's go over Year 3 stuff. And again, I'm not going to be able to remember / cover every single itty-bitty little detail, but I am going to go over the majority of the stuff. And when I say, like, the majority of stuff, like, I'm not going to include, like, this particular mission got you this amount of stones or something like that. I'm just going to be like, yeah, we got a lot of stones. We got a lot of stones that covered over missions and stuff like that, okay? So, anyway. So, Year 3. What did Year 3 get for us? Well, first off, we got the most popular LR, Vegito, and Gogeta. Still hit their passives when it comes to being actually able to transform, but nonetheless, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, LR, Vegito, and Gogeta banners. That was the very first time we ever got a Dokkan Fest exclusive LR, and the banners were, they were okay, I guess. I mean, frankly, for me, my polls are pretty decent, actually, but I will still say that I hated the way that the banners were, because you had 4 featured SSRs that were, just in every single banner after that, essentially, and you're just like, oh, that's exactly what I want to see. Not to mention you had someone like Buhan that was still featured and everything like that. That was not fun to deal with. So, but anyway, nonetheless, so we had the LR, Vegito, and Gogeta banners. Then we had the STR Gohan, if I remember correctly. He got his EZA awakening from that. Again, this was a year ago, so correct me if I'm wrong or mistaken on this, but the STR Gohan and the EZA were both at Year 3. STR Gohan was at the very beginning, and then the EZA was halfway through. Again, correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but that's the way my brain remembers it, at least. And then after that, we also had the 90% LR banners come out, like, what was it, every, 5 days or something like that, after the initial 3 multis and free one for the LR, Vegito, and Gogeta came out. So, first off, we got, the LR Majin Vegeta for a little bit, and then we got the LR Broly, then we got, the LR Goku Black. Again, probably different order there. I think LR Majin Vegeta was actually at the end of those 5, but nonetheless, that's basically what it was. Not to mention, we also had the one-time type banners where you could do it, and then you got a bunch of orbs, and then hopefully you got a little bit lucky on the multi-summon and everything like that, so that's what that was. And then after that, we also had the Namekian Dragon Balls, if I remember correctly. We got to do that 2 or 3 times? Again, not remembering exactly, but about 2 to 3 times we got to get the Namekian Dragon Balls. We collected them one a day, so obviously once a week. Then you could make 3 wishes, and got a lot of orbs, a lot of Kais, all that fun stuff. So that was something there. And then we also got the free-to-play Ginyu Force team, which was the 5 members of the Ginyu Force. And then after you rainbowed them completely and got everything finished from that, you actually then from your missions technically got the LR Ginyu and Goku's body, the Tech LR, which then at that same time, or maybe it was right after Year 3 celebration, we get a dupe of him by then spending the orb / memory, whatever they're called essentially, from Battlefield. And then that would allow you to get a dupe of him. I still have mine at just the base 55%. I have not bothered to rainbow that guy out at all, so. Because no one runs that team anymore. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, anyway, so if I remember correctly, that's what it was. I know we also got a red Dragon Stone. We had the Sails, which also had the first purple Dragon Stone, if I remember correctly. We had a ton of missions. And then we had 3 stones a day just from logging in. Then we had the tickets and everything like that. So that's about what Year 3 was. That was also the first time I think that we had the 3-minute act / stamina reduced finally, where it was only 3 minutes to recover 1 stamina / act, depending on what version of the game you're playing. Other than that, I think that's about it. Again, correct me down below if I am wrong. I don't know, I can't remember. Then we're going into Year 4, which again is basically right now. So with Year 4 came a lot of people at the very beginning, myself included, and I know a lot of people said this, is just that they're like, at the very beginning it feels a little lacking, I guess is the right word I'd want to use. I'm not really sure, but anyway, as I was at the beginning, we can't really judge things until they're completely finished. Then we judge them, right? That's how humanity works and everything. So Anyway, so we had the LR Goku Super Saiyan 4 and the LR Vegeta Super Saiyan 4. And again, these were Dokkan Fest exclusive. The only other time that we got the Gogeta and the Vegito Dokkan Fest LRs were A, at Year 3 Celebration, and then we had the Tanabata banner, or if you're on Global, you had like the Thank You banner, I guess is what it was officially called. But that banner was, that was a trap in itself right there. Anyway, so LR Goku and Vegeta did come back. And so, again, the banners are kind of the same idea, right? You had 4 units on there, on each different banner that were not Dokkan Fest exclusive, which I hated. I know they got their Dokkan Awakens finally, but still, with the amount of times that people have pulled on those, I'm surprised people were not more upset about that. I think people were more upset about those cards being on the LR Vegito and Gogeta banners than they were with the Goku and Vegeta banners. Maybe it's because they Dokkan Awakened and they got the kind of, not really the baby category lead of it, was 120% of the category lead there. Not mentioning the 90% type lead, if I remember correctly. So that in itself right there, I think was what made it maybe not as bad. But still seeing that card pop up, or those cards pop up every single time, just like, really? It has to happen right now? So anyway. So we got that. Then we got the EZA for the Goku Jr. Then we got the Vegeta Jr. and Vegeta Jr.'s EZA. We got the Easy Battle, which was the Omega Shenron, because we had the Shadow Dragon Balls, but we never actually got to make any wishes this time around. Let's see, I'm trying to think what else. By the way, I've got like my monitor over here to the side, just taking a look at it real quick. We had the GT-themed Battlefield. We had the LR Oob from that, which was 250,000. If you missed my video doing that, I kind of talked about my opinions about it, and just some thoughts, and kind of showcasing them without any dupes, because again, he's really expensive. Go ahead and check that out if you want to. Then we also had the LR Baby and the Trio LR banner instead of getting the old like 90%, or some people were maybe saying, maybe we'll get the 100% banners this time, you know, like get LR Bojack featured, and then get LR, I don't know, Trunks and Maya feature, I don't know, whatever it was. So that was definitely something we had right there. We had LR B-Pan get an EZA, or not an EZA, up to an LR. She became the first free-to-play LR with an active skill, and that was another thing that the SSJ4s brought as well, were these active skills. And then, I believe, oh yeah, but then we had the EZA for the Kid Spirit Bomb Goku from GT. And then we had, that was basically it. That was kind of unique. We still had coins that we had from Year 3. We still had tickets that we had from Year 3 as well. You know, obviously they brought them over. And I guess I did introduce that new Trunks, but I know everyone's already tired of that Trunks already. Even though he's a great unit, he needs a Dokkan Awaken already, or at least Awaken into an UR at least. Other than that, though, again, we got a lot of missions with a lot of stones. I feel like we got more stones via missions, but again, this is going off of memory from a year ago. I don't remember the exact missions. I'm just going off my own memory here for Year 4. And then other than that, I think that's about it. Yeah, I know we also got like the usual 1 red dragon stone, and then we got the 1 purple stone from the sale. That we might have actually gotten 2 from that, if I remember correctly. But anyway, it is what it is. I believe the only year that we actually got 2 red dragon stones was actually the Year 2 celebration, because we had that world tournament there in that time. But they don't bring the world tournament in when we have the 3-minute, act and everything like that. I don't know, it is what it is. So yeah. So anyway, so with all that being said, now we've basically come to the end of Year 4, right? Nothing's gonna happen within the next 4 days by the time this is all done and said and over with. So overall, my personal opinion on the celebration. I loved the EZAs for the Vegeta Jr. He is a half sand category now, which is really cool. I'm definitely trying a half sand category free-to-play Super Battle Road. That's going to take some time. I still need to get a few more units probably. Or they need that 1 more unit that can definitely help, but nonetheless, it's getting there. I definitely like the LR Spirit Bomb Goku, and I love the LR Oob from Battlefield. That's really cool. I think he's a little too expensive, which I mentioned in my video, but nonetheless, still a good card. Overall, if I had to pick which year I liked better, I think I'd say 3 just a little bit more. Now, I got all the LRs. I got LR Vegito and Gogeta during Year 3, and I got LR Goku and Vegeta during Year 4. Granted, I did have to spend a few more stones, but that's not really, I guess, making my judgment go this way compared to this way or anything like that. But I don't know. Maybe it's because we had seen a celebration already with Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta already, and it was just simply the color swap, which I know they've done before. They did it with Gogeta, they did it with Janemba, and all that fun stuff. So I'm not saying just simply because of that, but at least I don't know. I felt more excitement, I guess. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's because LR Vegito was my very first LR I ever pulled. Yes, he was actually my very first LR that I ever pulled on camera, and I was super excited and everything like that. And then LR Vegeta Super Saiyan 4, and then LR Goku I actually pulled off camera because I was having a terrible day when it came to getting rejected from job interviews and everything like that. It really sucked. But I actually do have an interview coming up on Wednesday now, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just if I had to look at like the summons themselves, right? Then I would probably say year 3 was, I guess, more exciting for me. It was still the exact same thing. Rates were all the same. Banners were basically the same. A few units changed here and there, obviously. But overall, the banners are pretty much exactly the same. Although, the one nice thing about year 4 is that they did have LR Vegito and LR Gogeta back. So if you missed that chance, then you actually got that. So that is a positive right there compared to having just simply the LR Vegeta and the LR Goku. So that was one thing. So in terms of the other stuff, though, I will actually say year 4 impressed me a little bit more. The fact that we got 3 ZAs. We got the Goku Jr., the Vegeta Jr., and the Goku's free-to-play Spirit Bomb, which is a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card, actually. I took him as a leader, actually, in the Shadow Dragon arc, because that's his kind of, like, side leader skill, I guess, or something like that. But it worked out for Super Battle Road, actually. You still need a lot of good cards for that particular category to take on that Super Battle Road stage, but nonetheless, if the only card you're missing is Omega, and you have a pretty good team, you can beat that, actually. So that was pretty fun to go ahead and do right there. And then after that, I guess... yeah, that was, I mean, other than that, the rest of the celebration was, it is what it is. So, I was still kind of hoping for a free-to-play, like, Shadow Dragon team or something like that, but I do realize 7 dragons, only 6 people on the team and everything like that, so it is what it is. But overall, I would definitely say I would put, overall, just simply overall, I would put year 3 just a little bit ahead year 4, and I think that comes down, again, more to just simply the excitement factor. Again, pulling my very first LR, had a little bit better luck. But in terms of, I would say, cards that they actually gave us and everything like that, I would put year 4 above year 3. LR free-to-play Oob, LR B-Pan. LR B-Pan's amazing, by the way. And there's all these other free-to-play cards. That, I would personally say, a little bit over year 3, but overall, I'd say, just in terms of excitement for me, year 3. And again, that is probably just simply because, again, it was my very first time pulling an LR, and then by the time it comes around this year, you're expecting, maybe I was expecting something completely different and new, and then I'm realizing, wait a minute, this is Dokkan, that hasn't really changed anything, so, it is what it is. So, anyway, overall, let me know your thoughts down below. What are your personal thoughts and opinions on year 3 versus year 4? Did you like both? Did you like neither? Did you have good luck, bad luck? Whatever your reasons, but whatever you tell me down below, tell me why. Don't just be like, I hate year 3. I hate year 4. It's like, well, why did you hate it? Did you have bad luck? And you're allowed to say that, right? Everyone will judge these certain types of games via just saying, okay, you know what? I had terrible luck. I wasn't a big fan of this, so I don't care about the free-to-play stuff. I had terrible luck, so I didn't personally like this. Okay, that's personally fine. That's what happened to you. That's your opinion. Whatever you're allowed to say. Let's keep it civil in the comments and everything, okay? So, now, the big question, though, is simply, and by the way, I'm about to switch over to the, using DBZ space. So I'll be right back real quick. Now, the big question, though, is what's happening after year 4 is done, right? Like I said before, we've got like 5 days until this is all over with. And then it's like, well, what's coming next? So the only thing we know of from V-Jump, essentially, which didn't really show us much, is that the free-to-play Kid Goku is turning into a free-to-play Kid Goku and Arale. And the leader skill was actually kind of leaked via data mine, or the data mine and everything like that. It's basically becoming the Young Warriors category. It's actually technically the Young Boys and Young Girls category, which again is just going to be simply Young Warriors. So that's going to be, Kid Gokus and everything like that. Not to mention it's going to be a dual category lead essentially, because we're going to have that, and then also, as we know right now, that card currently holds the Dragon Ball Seekers category. So that's going to be another part to it. So we know that guy, or that card essentially, is going to be getting a Awaken to the LR. I'm ready for that. It's going to be cool. I'm expecting that within the next week or so after the year 4 celebration ends. Probably give it a week, maybe less than that. I'm not really sure. We'll have to wait and see. But then the big question is, okay, so what do they do? They just give us kind of filler stuff until the end of March / beginning of April for the next Dokkan Fest? Well, not necessarily, because now we have Sand Day coming up, Sand Day essentially is coming up. If you don't remember what it is, if you haven't been around for that long, basically, it's an actual kind of holiday here in Japan, essentially. It is where you celebrate Saiyans. Essentially, it's always on March 18th. And yeah, it's been interesting the last couple of years. 2 years ago, we originally celebrated this. We got the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel, and we actually got the Masked Saiyan. So for a long time, I actually thought Masked Saiyan was not a feature, or was not going to be a non-Dokkan Fest, but he is a non-Dokkan Fest, it turns out. So anyway, but nonetheless, we had a big banner with all these cards on it. It was a decent banner for me personally, but it is what it is. And then last year is when we got the UI Goku to get his Dokkan Awaken, and we actually got Jiren, because that was also matched up with the show and something like that. So the big question this year is, what's happening on Sand Day? You know, is something, you know, cool gonna happen? Are we gonna get the next Dokkan Fest with an active skill in there? And again, none of us really know, right? V-Jump has virtually given us nothing. The V-Jump for March this month is probably just simply gonna show us what, you know, we're already gonna know in the news by then, probably, potentially. At least I'm just taking a wild guess here. But if I had to say what I would personally want from the, you know, the Sand Day, essentially, I would hope for some kind of new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. And, you know, if you want to guess, if I need to give him a transformation, because they just love to milk that still, I'm still not the biggest fan of transformations. If they need to do that or whatever the case is, make him Super Saiyan and then make it like 4 turns, and then that's it. No other requirements. 4 turns, have him go Super Saiyan 2, be all buff and awesome, and then give him some active skill too. If you want to make him even more unique, give him 2 different active skills depending on if he's transformed or not. I would be okay with that. In terms of a category, I'm not really sure. Maybe do half Saiyan category, kind of give that team a little bit of a buff. Do not give Gohan only shocking speed. Give him prepare for battle as well. And yeah, I'd actually be pretty okay with that. I personally love that because, as you know, as we've seen, Sand Day doesn't simply mean you have to be a full Saiyan. I mean, Trunks is right here, featured and all. So, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But I would personally love some new Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Because again, Sand Day, we're not focusing on movie villains or anything like that. This is purely on the sand, so if we gotta pick something, let's pick something we haven't seen in a while. Let's get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, personally. That's what I personally want. Now, I'm not gonna expect anything like Super Saiyan 4 Broly or Super Saiyan 4 Vegito or anything like that, because again, that's hero stuff, and until Global is willing to play ball and finally give you guys the Heroes cards, essentially, even though I know that Heroes game is coming to the Switch globally, essentially, I'm not holding my breath until I actually see it. So until that happens, I'm not expecting anything huge from Sand Day. I could be completely wrong, and I hope I kind of am. But at the same time, if I have to be a little bit more realistic, I'm going to hope that we do get a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So, because we haven't had one in a long time. LR Gohan and the STR one, those guys were 2 years ago. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think could potentially come for Sand Day? We will get something. I don't know if we're going to get a Dokkan Fest thing, but we will get something for this. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, guys. So anyway, that's going to be it for the video, though. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Sub if you happen to be new. We are trying to hit 50,000 subs by the end of March. We got 1 month to do it. It's officially March 1st here in Japan. I've got 31 days to not only move up to Tokyo, but hopefully hit 50,000 subs. I think we're at 47,000 subs right now. So if we can get 3,000 subs in less than a month, it'd be really great, guys. I would really appreciate it. So if you let me use your support and you like what you're seeing here and you like these discussions and these Japanese translations and guides and everything, let me know your thoughts down below. So anyway, that's going to be it for the video, though. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.